What's going on, everybody? I previously brought you my top 5 most wanted characters in Multiversus, but sadly, because of the limitless possibilities of a game with such a substantial cast of characters, I couldn't just settle at 5. I needed to up the ante, and today I'm here to go through my 6 through 10 most wanted characters in Multiversus. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're taking it from the bottom and we're gonna work it to the top. Number 10, and I love my wild card picks. This is going to be very telling of where you guys are in terms of what you know about Cartoon Network and how long you've been watching it, pretty much, or when you started watching it. If you don't know, Toonami was very popular back in the day. It had all the hit anime, mainstream anime shit. It had some anime that we didn't even know existed back then, but that was really most of our introduction to anime. And guys, today I am here to tell you that I would like Tom 3. Don't know who Tom is? He's pretty much the host and spokesperson for Toonami, which is the segment where they only played anime. And Tom used to be spitting some facts back in the day. He was like a motivational coach. He'd be talking about life and shit, sitting in his chair all cozy. Tom is hype. And honestly, even if we don't get Tom as a character, I'd be super okay with even just having the person that voices Tom as an announcer in the game. Seriously, I will literally change it from Wonder Woman or whoever else just to hear Tom speak again. I feel like that would be such a nostalgic surprise for a lot of Toonami fans and a lot of us millennials growing up back in the day. And that ass, honestly, I don't know exactly how he will fight, but I do know he's an intergalactic robot. He definitely can throw hands, 100%. Let's get Tom into Multiversus. Tony, if you're watching this, please. Up next, gonna be Slade from Teen Titans. If you've watched the Teen Titans, then you know Slade was a problem. Single-handedly would fold the Titans back to back. Sometimes he catch the hands, but dude, do you see the shit that he put Robin through alone? You can't tell me you can't have someone like Slade in a fighting game. The dude didn't even really, he wasn't like some normal human at all, but he definitely was just solely good at throwing hands. And he fucked up Robin so bad, Robin started tweaking, bro. Robin started tearing into an entirely different person. I think Slade would be a dope character. I think you can actually make a moveset. It's been shown in the show. My man got the hands. He's with the shits. So I think Slade would be an awesome addition. And to be honest, what is a fighting game without its villains? We definitely need as many villains as possible to stir it up. And just think about the dialogue amongst Slade or any of the Teen Titans, if any of the Teen Titans get into the game, or Slade with other characters. They could be really cool. After that, to all my brothers out there, rejoice. For number 8, I need Static Shock. Static Shock, in my opinion, feels like one of the most forgotten treasures of like the past generation period, guys. You remember waking up on a Saturday or just even whenever, turn on Kids WB, Static Shock is on. That character is the definition of swag, not just because of his electrical properties, but overall Static Shock was just an actual cool dude. He was actually a chill character. And I think Static Shock not only would have a super unique moveset, but if they do copy Static Shock even from Kids WB, I will be super satisfied, because to be honest, that was a character that a lot of us, especially people that look like us, got to grow up with, and you know, we got to be inspired by him. So I think seeing some representation in that form in Multiversus would mean a lot on so many other levels. And let's face it again, the Shock is swaggy. I think his electrical powers would actually make for a super cool moveset in Multiversus, and I can already smell the electrical debuffs from here, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass to fight, that's for sure. Up next, actually speaking to the brothers again, and I know this will never happen. Let's get Uncle Ruckus into Multiversus.
Hey yo, what the?
All right, hold up, I'm trolling. That would never work. Number 7, we're gonna get Huey. I ain't say stink mean or anything like that. Chill on me, bro, but damn, Ruckus is so bad. Let's get Huey into Multiversus. The Boondocks was a smash hit, especially amongst the black community back in the day. Now, I know what you're thinking. NAKAT, that show was way too raw to be represented. Listen to me. If you look at the DC characters, right? Joker, especially depending on where you're looking at him, is insane. There's a mature language toggle in the game, so you definitely know we could cut it down, or they will cut it down to the appropriate appropriate way to introduce characters into the game, of course, because you can't have people going around just wilding out all the time. You gotta keep it professional. There's a time for the ignorance and a time for the professional. We know the difference. And I think the Boondocks is another forgotten gem. It was very, very popular back in the day, had a lot of hidden undertones in it. Outside of like the ignorance and the comedy in it, there were definitely a lot of hidden undertones and messages of what it was trying to preach back in the day. And Huey being very, 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 I want to say, involved with martial arts, I think not only can show that he can throw the hands, but I do think from a philosophical standpoint, it would be really cool to have Huey in the game, especially interacting with the rest of the cast. He's not on the ignorance level of Riley, another character we definitely, I don't think would be able to tame enough to actually have him in the game and make it fit, but I do think that Huey would be super dope to have, and seeing the Boondocks and Multiversus would actually be one of the biggest surprises. I would pop off so hard because I feel like it's a 0.1% chance. If PFG and WB make that happen, you win. You actually win. You got me. And last but not least, number 6, the top character on this list that I would like to see is actually Pennywise from It. I am a huge horror fan. Resident Evil is one of my most beloved franchises since forever. I can't tell you how long I've been playing the Resident Evil franchise, among other horror games as well. Even indie horror games are killing it right now. To have Pennywise in this game, an actual horror villain, a psycho clown, not only would the interactions with Harley Quinn be fire, because it's 2 clowns, obviously, you get it, but I do think there's a lot to be desired with his moveset. The fact that he is really the whole embodiment of fear. He feeds off of smelling your fear. I think that there's a lot to work with in terms of his transformations, the mystery surrounding Pennywise, where he came from, what actually is he? To be able to work with so much of that and to see how he acts in the movies as well, and think about the costume selection between modern day Pennywise and the past Pennywise. I really think there's a lot to work with there. I would hope that he still retains the fear factor that he delivers in the movies as well. And honestly, I think it'd be super cool. I just recently learned that WB actually has a hand in it. So I'm just like, what? We gotta get him. Like, we gotta get him. I was told this on my stream. So I think it'd be super dope to have Pennywise. Like, honestly, let's get him in the game. This is another character for sure that I'd be super surprised if he actually got in the game. Straight up. I don't expect it, but you know what? That's the fun thing about speculation. You either find out and be surprised, or it never happens and you realize it's never gonna happen. Regardless, guys, thank you so much for listening to my number 6 through 10 most wanted characters in Multiversus. Please, again, let me know who you guys want to see in this game in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe. We are almost at 20k subscribers on the channel, and I'm on the road to 25k, and one day I want to see that silver plaque with the accomplishment of 100k, and I can only do that if we all work together as a community on this channel. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and of course follow me on all my socials for more Multiversus content, among other forms of content as well. This is NAKAT. Take it easy. Deuces.
Don't let him do it now.